The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Welcome to the program. How are you? You know my name. It's in the title. Thank you for being here. And thank you for your many cards and letters and financial contributions. I'm only kidding. That doesn't happen. Anyway, whatever. I do this show once a week, coming into the studio here to do visually what I do every single weekday on the radio and on the internet wide world of sports. The web of conflictionality, the socialization of obsolete people, the media of social webs, the highway of losers, the internet, the platforms, whatever. How you doing? Good to be with you. This will only take half an hour. It's not so bad. Some of these shows are an hour long. I can't watch them either. So it's okay. It's only half an hour. And this is what I forget to do every once in a while because of these damn things, these stupid cell phones. Oh, my God. Yesterday, I was walking my dog, and I was halfway around. I have a big block around my neighborhood. And I was halfway around the neighborhood, and I started feeling my pants. It must have looked strange to other people, and I was feeling my pants, and I realized, oh my God, I don't have my cell phone. The world stopped. I think it stopped spinning immediately as soon as I realized that. I'm halfway back to my house and halfway home if I keep going, and I am cell phoneless. Not a cell phone on me. Whoa, what if I missed a communication from somebody I don't care about? What if someone tried to contact me to tell me that it was the wrong number, or I can get a business loan for under 50%? What if they tried to enroll me in a credit card and I wasn't there to take the call? Oh my God. Well, nervousness set in. I started feeling feverish. My dog looked at me and said, "What's up with you? What's up with you humans? What's up with you people? You can't walk around the block without going crazy because you don't have this stupid technological rectangle." I was ashamed in front of my dog. I don't know. My dog said, it's your job to walk me and pick up my turds, not to communicate with the world while you're walking me. And I realized I feel foolish. But when I got home, I kissed this sucker. It's horrible. It's just horrible. But I forgot to mute it, as I do when I ever do. Okay, fine. Now it's muted. Now if somebody tries to contact me, I won't know it. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Great. I don't know when you're watching this show. I have no idea. I do these on Wednesdays. I don't know if you're watching this on a Thursday, Friday. I don't know how many weeks ago. I have no idea. There's no way for me to tell. But recently, Trump, of course, is being deposed. He's deposing as we speak. He's not. He's sitting in a courtroom in New York City. Because he apparently did fraudulent things, which everybody who lives in New York knows that certainly has been the case for decades and decades. Like now you're catching him? It took you so long. So yeah, everybody in New York is going, yeah, what's your point? So Trump is, and of course Trump loves social media because he's campaigning to be president. And then on top of that, he just can't keep his mouth shut anyway because it is within his nature to put everybody down, insult them, threaten their lives. That's how he does business, babe. What can I tell you? So the judge said, stop asking for people to assassinate me and my court staff, if you don't mind. Stop it. Not the smartest thing for you to do right now, Don, since you've already been found guilty. Now we're just trying to figure out how much money you're going to owe as we shut your businesses down. So, I mean, insulting us, not the smartest thing in the world right now. Anyway, the judge imposed a gag order upon Donald Trump. Now, I thought a gag order was that the bailiff actually comes up behind you with a gag, with one of those balls, like you see in those domination things, the dominatrix thing, and put a gag around his mouth, and he can't talk. So it was like, Don, how are you? That would be a good idea. But apparently the gag order just means that he's not allowed to threaten anybody or talk about the case that has anything to do with anything. And so that's, he has a gag order. And I was thinking, oh my God, I like gag orders. I think that's a great concept, a gag order. And all you have to do is just be on trial or something, and you can get a gag order if you want. Or I can get somebody else a gag, to be gagged, ordered. And hopefully bound and gagged if you want to get a little sexy about it. So I'm thinking, wow, these should be available in stores in a mall or something. Gag orders are us. And if you think somebody's talking too much, like your spouse, or one of those friends that just won't shut up, thinking that their life is intrinsically interesting and you must know everything about them, if you could just pick up a gag order, I mean, you can get married by someone who's a justice of the peace who's sent away for some type of a universal marriage license or something. Yes, I'm a justice of the peace. I can perform marriage ceremonies. No, you can't. You filled out an application and they sent you a piece of paper in the mail. Is it that simple? Actually, you have to have a marriage license by the town or city in order to be married, but that's besides the point. But wouldn't it be great if I could just slap gag orders on people that I don't particularly care for? And that would be a lot of gag orders. So I want to open up a Gag Orders R Us, and I think there'd be a line around the block to get one of my gag orders. I don't want to speak poorly about what happened with the COVID thing, the pandemic. But and horrible things happened. People died all over the place. It was awful. But there was one thing about it that I enjoyed, and that was the quarantine thing, where you were advised not to leave the house, A. B, don't touch anybody. And C, stay a good 10 feet away from people. Don't let them even come near you. I lived for that. All my life. When is something like that? And there it was, by decree. It was wonderful. Horrible. But socially, wonderful. And other people were saying, this is awful. I can't see my family. I can't see my friends. I can't go amongst other people, and I can't. What are you complaining about? That's wonderful. Enjoy it. It's a vacation from people. This won't last forever. Stay away from people for a while. It's refreshing. It's like a public emotional colonoscopy is what I called it. A PEC. And then I thought, well, okay, you got your gag orders. That's pretty cool. How about one step better? How about a restraining order? That way, you can't talk to other people because of the gag part, and you can't go within a mile of them. You can't visit them. You can't talk to them on the phone. They can't communicate with you. You can't communicate to them. Restraining order. Unfortunately, there again, a judge has to initiate and put the restraining order into practice, so that's a pain in the ass. But if I could just get the retail business of this, I would be doing fine. I think, again, it would be great. There'd be a bigger line to get a restraining order than there is at King Richard's Fair while they're operating. That's one of my business ideas, to offer gag orders and restraining orders to the general public for a fee. I think my business would do very, very well. And again, they'd be restraining orders are us or gags are us. Gag orders are us. The gags are us is something else. Yeah, I got a gag order from... No, Ron, you wanted to... No, you don't want a gag... No, that's not what you want. They're not doing gags. You want them... all right. Anyway, the other idea I had for a business, if you want to invest something... This is a good time to invest, by the way. Here's a good idea. I happen to find that there's a wardrobe situation going on that I don't understand, and that I think I've talked about on the show before, and that's this ripped jeans thing, where it is fashionable to walk around with holes in your pants. It is fashionable to have your jeans and pants ripped around the knees, a little above, a little below, everywhere. It's the I live in a box, don't have a home kind of look. And it's insulting. People of high fashion want to look like they have no money and that their clothes are ripped and they have nothing else to wear, so they wear their ripped clothes out in public. I don't know if this is supposed to be sexy. If it is, that's kind of not good. That looks like the domestic violence look. Yes, I'm wearing pants that looks like my husband beat me up on the legs. Do you like the look? What are you doing? What are you doing? Can't you buy some pants that have all the material involved? And that's the odd part. In manufacturing, they rip the jeans. Now, this is new because before that, you would buy faded jeans. You would buy from the store on the rack, right out of manufacturing, jeans that look like somebody has worn them already for about 10 or 15 years. It's like distressed furniture. People go to stores and buy brand new distressed furniture. They manufacture furniture to make it look like it's been used for a couple of centuries. It's distressed. Look, I'm distressed. I don't want my furniture looking as distressed as I am. Ron, you're looking quite distressed. And so is your furniture. And so are your pants. I guess it's a thing. I don't know. So, distressed furniture. And whenever I go into someone's house and I see a piece of distressed furniture, like a table or something, I always think like, oh, this is embarrassing. They have no money. They can't afford a table. That's unfortunate. No, Ron, it's distressed. We paid like $2,000 for this table that looks like it was beat up, thrown on the ground, and thrown into mud and then crushed by a car. It's distressed. Lovely look, lovely look. And you look distressed, by the way, which I guess means that's the way you want to look? I don't understand. Your skin is all wrinkled. You have irritations all over. You have crow's feet, crow's heads, bags under your eyes, which indeed look like suitcases. You look distressed. I am. That's my look. Oh, my God. So anyway, so I'm thinking, what kind of business can I make out of this? If people love distressed furniture and holes in their jeans, what can I do that hasn't been done before? And I came up with it right away. And they are distressed underpants. I know, it sounds disgusting, but hear me out. If you love holes in your pants, furniture that looks like it's been around since Columbus, you'll love my distressed underpants. It has rips in them, discolorations that I don't want to get into. They look like they've been worn by somebody who hasn't changed their underpants for about 6 years. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else here? Yeah, I'm going to sell that. And just, I mean, if you have kids, just put your fingers in their ears for a second, because it's not just for men. It's also for women. Distressed panties. I'm telling you, I think I'm cornering the market on something incredible here. If you agree with me, well, forget it, because that's going to happen. But I think it'd be interesting. Maybe as a novelty gag gift, then I can kind of combine the gag orders as a gag gift and the distressed underpants as a package deal. What do you think? Huh? Am I onto something? Ron, is this a kind of show you do every weekday? Sort of, not entirely. I also interview people. As a matter of fact, next week, and I might play a part of it next week on my radio show. My guest will be Casey Hutchinson, who, she wrote a book declaring that if Trump is unfit to be president, she worked in the White House, heard Trump say everything and do everything, and she's pretty much saying this is going to be scary. So anyway, so she's on my show. I might bring that in, play some of that interview for you. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what I'm doing here, to be honest with you. I don't even know why I come in here. Yeah, it's not like the drinks are free or anything like that. There are no alcoholic beverages, so what's the point? I've never offered any water or any soft drinks or anything. There's no finger sandwiches. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I'm not on a school committee. I'm not connected with the town in any way, shape, or form. I'm not in real estate. So I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm not connected to the library. So I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Anyway, here's an interesting thing that I read last week. The price of Girl Scout cookies is going up to $6, which I believe, if my memory serves me, and it doesn't, Girl Scout cookies were $5 a box. Now they're up to $6. Oh my God, they're going to kill their entire business. And this includes the Thin Mints. Oh, don't even, not the gold of Girl Scout cookies, the Thin Mints. Yeah, even those. Wow. So if a Girl Scout comes a knocking at your door and wants to sell you Girl Scout cookies, you've got to say, look, I'm not made of money. I love your cookies. Don't say that. That's wrong. I think the cookies are great, but $6, you're not going to Florida this year. You ain't winning the prize. So next house. Thank you. Next house, please. Oh, speaking of next houses, Halloween is coming up pretty soon. And I don't dress up for Halloween because I'm way too old for that by a lot of years. But if I were to dress up for Halloween this year, I have figured out what I would want to be. And that is a pirate. Because I do a real good impression of a pirate. And I'm going to do it for you right now, and you'll probably agree. Ron, you should be a pirate for Halloween. Listen to this. Aye. Isn't that good? Right? Close your eyes and listen to this. Aye. Right? You thought it was a real pirate, but it was just me going aye. The only costume you really need is an eye patch. Aye. That's why pirates say aye, because they're always upset about the eye patch. What's wrong with you? Aye. I don't know why they say aye all the time. It's not like they're answering questions. You know, to make sure you've done it right, you should cross your T's and dot your what? Aye. You know, pirates were the first people to say to their children, don't run with scissors, because if you do, you're going to put out a what? An eye. That's what they're doing. They're telling the kids all the time. Watch, don't run with scissors. Eye. Remember, eye. Yeah, pirates are cool. Pirates, for some reason, have a lot of physical disabilities. They can't see out of one eye, so they have to wear an eye patch. And then also, apparently, they only have one leg. I don't know what they do that causes them so many problems. Is it like the sporting events? What is it? Is it tough to stand on a boat? I don't get it. I don't understand why they have so many problems. Sometimes they don't even have one of their arms. They just have hooks, which can be really bad if you have an itchy eye. That's how that happened. It wasn't running with scissors. It was scratching your eye, scratching your face with your hook. The other thing that pirates do apparently is they love to punish people by making them walk the plank. There's a plank, which is a piece of wood. And I don't know the difference between walking the plank and diving off the diving board into the swimming pool. I don't understand the difference. What's the difference? Diving board and plank. Is not a diving board indeed a plank? I wish I knew a pirate so I could ask them that question, but unfortunately for the both of us, I don't know any pirates. I might have some pirate friends on Facebook that I'm unaware of. Ron, quick, name all your 1.5 thousand Facebook friends. It's Bobby and Marcia. I don't know. I don't know my Facebook friends. They've never been over. I'm not driving any of my Facebook friends to the airport, nor am I going to help them paint their room or help them move. So no, they're not my friends. They are people who have signed up to know me, but do not. Isn't it interesting when you spend some time with people as an acquaintance, and then you become friends with them and you get to know them, and then you say to yourself, this was a mistake. Now, how do I get out of this? Raise your hand if that happens to you all the time. Look at all the hands. Oh, my God. Wow. Look at all the hands go up. Wow. That's embarrassing, isn't it? All right. We got about 6 minutes left, so it's coming to an end. Don't worry about it. I don't know what's on next, by the way, but I'm sure it's the follow-up to this program is going to be fantastic. I don't know what was on before this program today, but I'm sure what I'm doing is quite different from what you probably saw previously. I'm just guessing. Lastly, I have become quite cathartic for quite some time. Even when I heard that Trump was running for president again, I became quite concerned. I'm sorry, that's just the way I feel, and I've been wanting someone to step up, like Taylor Swift or something like that. Or Taylor Swift is a singer, so she sings. So I'm not asking her to do anything here. I want someone to step up and do like a concert tour, but with no music. Do a respect and kindness tour. And what you do is you go from city to city, you rent out large stadiums, you have a couple of singers, who sing songs of love and respect and togetherness, like John Lennon's Give Peace a Chance. John Lennon can't do it for obvious reasons, but that kind of thing. And then have a very powerful speaker like Jesus or something, and talk to the audience and make them feel the benefits of kindness, love, and respect. Now, I can't do it. I can teach respect. Kindness and love, I'm not exactly the spokesperson, although I do feel it in my bones. But expression-wise, it's not going to work. I'll do the respect part. I can do that. Maybe we need 3 people to do this. I would love that to happen. To start exposing the American public to the benefits of being nice to people. I mean, all the time. If they have something to say, to respect them or issue a restraining order, one or the other. There was a guy, I don't know how old you are. I have no idea. There was a guy on PBS, public television. It was the 1900s. 1990s, 1900s. Whoa, the 1990s. His name was Felice Leonardo Biscaglia. But he went by the name of Leo Biscaglia. And what he did was he would do exactly what I'm talking about. He did love tours, and he would do it. He'd go across the country and have huge audiences. And he would lecture on the benefits of improving society by living with love, respect, and kindness. And he was incredibly good at it. And he spread the word. And I don't know if you were alive during that period of time or if you even heard any of his speeches, but he was on public television a lot and extremely popular. He was also called the Love Doctor. He was a professor at USC, University of Southern California. And the story is that one of his students was depressed. And during that school year, committed suicide. And this student and Dr. Biscaglia were very, very close. And Leo was, the doctor was just totally distraught when he found out that this student had taken his life. And apparently that made him make it his mission to talk to people, to persuade them to give love while they can. Life is short, life is important, and to at least be kind to people. You don't have to agree with them, you don't have to hug them, although he hugged everybody he saw. Back in the 1990s, you were allowed to do that without retribution. You couldn't touch in certain places, but you could still hug people. And he was the love doctor, and he was effective. And nobody since has stepped up like that to do these national tours. He was an amazing man. He said you can't love anybody else until you love yourself, unlike Trump, who loves himself but can't love anybody else anyway. So I guess that's the exception to the rule. He said the easiest thing to be in the world is you. The most difficult thing to be in the world is what other people want you to be. Yeah. He said, simple ideas are the most powerful ideas. Yeah. What a guy. He said, find the person who will love you because of your differences and not in spite of your differences. And you have found a lover for life. He also said, love is always open arms. If you close your arms about love, you will find that you are left holding only yourself. It's interesting. I have a lot to learn from this guy. I'm waving his sayings around. Some people, when I go on the Internet of Highways, some people do these little sayings for the day. And I used to poo-poo them. I used to poo-poo on them. And then I started realizing, no, I'm poo-pooing on myself. These people are starting their days with sayings that motivate them to get through the day with love, kindness, and respect, and an open heart, optimism, joy, and that's good. That's a good thing. I'm out of time. Next week. Bye-bye.